Oh yeah, sexy biscuits. Nice.
Long was 1975. A YouTuber's on the rise. Reviewing games late at night and sometimes friends. But Long Boys Bros 1975.
This is Pac Land on the Amstrad CPC, released in 1987 by Grand Slam. Also released on the Spectrum, I have a gameplay of that. Released on the Amiga, the Atari ST and the Commodore 64, I have a gameplay of that. I've also got a gameplay of it on the PC Engine, which is an absolutely fantastic borderline arcade perfect port. And I've got a gameplay of it on the NES, which is also a pretty good version. It's released in the arcades in 1984 by Namco. Now, it's interesting because Pac-Man's appearance in this, it's a side-scrolling platform where you have to take a fairy under your hat and escort it to safety, basically, into fairyland. Ghosts will try and attack you. Well, they won't try and attack you, they will attack you. They'll try and kill you. They drive cars, they fly planes, they throw their dead babies at you, or baby ghosts, I don't know. They use pogo sticks. And I love this in the arcades. I played it in the arcade I was talking about in Westwood. Oh, I'm probably repeating myself a bunch of times compared to other versions, or in other versions I've played this, you know, made videos about. And it was interesting because you had 3 buttons, not a joystick. You had left, right and jump. Now, in the arcades in Japan, Pac-Man had a slightly different appearance as he does to the version that was available in the West and North America. And that's because Pac-Man's cartoon, loved that cartoon as a kid, was out, and they wanted to make the character, you know, more resemble the Pac-Man in the cartoon. So it's to do with the length of his nose. It was a huge success. Am I right in thinking, is this one of the first games with either parallax or 16-bit graphics? I don't know, something like that. By all means, correct me. Have to press enter to put money in, and then we have to press 1 to start the game, but we will be on joystick. My lives are top left, credits bottom left, score in the middle at the top. Those yellow dots in the middle to the right of credit is my time. So we have jump and round 1, bottom right corner. So immediately I can tell you that slow down when the ghosts are on the screen. Oh shit. And this is a port of the Spectrum. This is a port of the Spectrum, but it has colour. But it doesn't scroll. And that's nothing to do with it being an Amstrad game. It didn't scroll on the Spectrum. There was a screenshot when it was supposed to be done by Quicksilver in Spectrum magazines. I've talked about this before, where it looked basically, I don't know if it was a mock-up or it was an unreleased early version, where it looked just like the arcade with monochromic, and Pac-Man actually had legs. Because he doesn't have legs in this. You do have that momentum thing you have in the arcades. However, in the arcades, you can jump on the roof of the car. Power pill means we can eat them. I just use it as an excuse to leg it. Obviously, you can collect. Does it make me jump higher? You can collect fruit for points and stuff like that to get extra lives. The problem with it, flipping screens and not scrolling is, I'm alright now because I got a power pill, but if the enemy is coming, it can do cheap kills as it comes straight out the side of the screen just when you're about to leave. And yeah, cheap kills. That's friggin' annoying. Oh shit. I have no idea why I jumped then. But again, you wouldn't have seen that if it scrolled. So it just proved my point. Case in point and stuff like that. Right, so break time. Political favour. Again, I've said it before, but why have you got a church? The dead don't stay dead. So the church is irrelevant in this world. Right, anywho. So, I mean, not scrolling is criminal. The slowdown is shocking. There is no need for there to be slowed down. There's slowdown on the Spectrum version as well. Commodore version's alright. There's no way I can avoid that at that point because of my momentum, the way you know, I'm going to land. But yeah, I haven't played the Amiga version. I'll get on that because it'll probably work on my King Hank Super Console X. Or maybe I've already played it. I don't know. Depends upon when I make things live, doesn't it? Right, so do we have to wait? No! It's very slow. This slowdown is shocking. It's criminal. And the music's alright. The music's the same as the Spectrum because they both share the AY chip, the 128K machines, I should say. But it's on the small, I mean, it's a decent rendition of the arcade machine, but it's on the smallest loop ever. Anyway, best port is, I haven't played the Amiga version yet, it's the PC Engine. It's superb, it's fantastic, and other words and stuff. I mean, as I always like to say, if you loved it in the arcade and this was the only machine that was available to you to play on back in the day, would you be happy with it? Probably, because it does, I mean, he's got no legs. He's just a ankle and feet. The colours are nice, you know. It does make it stand out massively compared to the Spectrum version. But yeah, it looks like Pac Land. To be fair, even on the NES, Pac-Man looks like an amputee victim. But see, look. Oh, that's what I mean. His dying face is cool, in the sense that it looks like the arcade. Right. It's as difficult as every other version, but again, it's been made more difficult by the fact that shit just comes out the corner of the screen when I am there and given no you know, option to avoid it, because the screen doesn't scroll. What were you thinking? Can't remember if it scrolls on a Commodore 64. By all means, look it up and let me know, because I can't be bothered. Mainly because I'm playing this now. So yeah, it would have been alright, but oh, it's not the best version, could it? Let's be honest, if you look at the graphics on Gryzor, I'm not a massive fan of Gryzor on the Amstrad. If you watch my video, you'll understand why. But if you look at the graphics on that, this could have done something, quite frankly, utterly resplendent. Is that why when I get the power pill, my jump goes absolutely massive, so I can get those pesky ghosts at the top of the screen? Has he timed this? No, I don't care for your points. I care not for your points. I'm using my invulnerability just to get to the next stage. It's the whatever that board is that you jump on. Don't come out the screen. Thank you. That I always struggle with, particularly the PC Engine version and the arcade. I do have gameplay of the arcade. Unsurprisingly, the arcade is arcade perfect. Disparaging the boot is a bootable offence. Right. Yoink. No, see, I get so nervous. Right. The car's coming. Yeah, look. Look at this. Look at that slowdown. Don't. Because talking to your machine helps you. Drop your kid. I mean, what else are they? I do really like the colours on this. The colours on the Amstrad are just so much, in general, better than the Commodore 64. They pop. They're bright. Fight amongst yourselves, Amstrad and Commodore kids. See, like that? That looks nice. If only Pac-Man wasn't a double amputee. He's like Hank Hill's dad, isn't he? He's had his shin shot off. Yoink. An option to turn the music off would be nice, actually. Yeah, right. Look, you're going. You can somewhat control your jump, like the speed and stuff. Somewhat. There you go, little fairy. Sorry about all the sweat and shit going on underneath my manky hat. And also, you go from left to right, but then sometimes you go from right to left. Right. It's the logs in them. No! Why am I... What? I know you've got momentum, but that was ridiculous. Yeah, you're not going to see much of this. Sorry. Right, so... And also, slowing up and speeding down doesn't help. Right, slow down. There we go. No. But... Oh, again, scrolling would alleviate that. So I've got to go in there, then I've got to jump immediately. Basically, it's not completely broken, but the lack of scrolling just means nightmare, right? Nope, come on. I don't want more. Oh! No, I pressed jump, you unresponding bastard. And you're a drug addict. I mean, look at it, he's just constantly popping pills in all of his games. Right. Jumping on this is weird, like on those things. No, slow down. Right, don't fall off this time. I'm pressing backwards, you round-headed bastard. Oh, yeah. Do you know what I would say? Maybe it's because I'm playing it on the shitest control pad ever, that this is less respondent than the Spectrum version. Jump. 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 See, by saying that, it helps. Jump. Can you fly, Bobby? Oh! Oh, one more go. One more go. Yeah. It's not very good, is it? In hindsight. In other sites. Everyone's site. Run, fires! I just noticed the go sides are going back and forth. Right. See? See? If only the screen scrolled, all of life's problems, and by that I mean in this game, could be fixed if the screen scrolled. Also, the fire hydrant looks like Magic Knight is looking directly at you. You know, from the Mastertronic games. Nighttime and shit like that. Oh, for fuck's sake. Go on. 2 lives left. I do like the military drum snare. Right, don't... Oh! I guess they're randomised then, aren't they, to some degree? I don't care. Don't care. I hope it hurt Pac-Man. I hope it does. Yeah. Shouldn't his family be outside his house? Or are they outside his house when he comes back? At least it doesn't bounce you all the way back to the start of the bloody stage. It gets points for that. And also though, shouldn't there be, when I'm in the forest, pogo sticking ghosts? That's an interesting phrase I never thought I'd say. Fuck it. That's it. That's it. Oh, no, one more. Rapidly lost interest now. Just... I mean, they probably banged it out to a deadline, didn't they? I mean, that much is apparent. But how on earth did they not? But then people, they say that, and people play test their games, because they wrote them as well, they just get so good at them, they truly don't notice the difficult level, do they? But how did they not notice that this... I mean, they wouldn't have been able to do anything about it at this point, but not scrolling, you know, and flipping screen to screen, just renders this shite. It makes it too bloody difficult. It really would be, especially those jumps. I mean, it becomes a memorisation thing when it wasn't before, but you got blind jumps, you know, when you get to the logs, because... can't even avoid that one. Yeah, because obviously... Normally it would scroll and you'd see it come along slowly from the right hand side corner of the screen. You go, I must jump now, I must jump now. Not just run into the other side of the screen and just go, oh shit, as you fall off the cliff. Pac Land on the Amstrad CPC. Basically it's the Spectrum version with colour, and it suffers from all the faults that the Spectrum version does, but it looks slightly better because it's got colour, but ultimately it's still crap. Anyways, always a love to know things, especially if you played this back in the day. Did it disappoint you? If you like the arcade machine, or was it the only Pac Land you got to play? Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you later.